Down for being nothing less than real geese. Bring it on. When you try hard, you die hard. When you try hard, you die hard. When you try hard, you die hard. Yo.
Good shot. So I already watched this. I watched this live. I watched it from I think I watched it on I watched it on like 4 different people streaming it. I watched it on J3, Frogger, Flats, and ML7. So let's see. I did my first time reacting, like doing like a reacting content on live. So, like to preface this, while I was watching, I was super excited. So I'm probably not gonna have the same amount of excitement present right now, but I was super excited to see how this turned out, what they were gonna announce, and what they wanted to go towards, or how they wanted to move forward in with Overwatch. So, me personally, I was super excited to watch it. I was super excited to see what everyone had to say about it, and to see how the devs want to move forward and what, like, you know, down to more specifics. But let me go ahead and shut up real quick. Let's get started.
Initiating boosters in 3, 2, 1. Game on! Welcome to orbit! I'm on you!
Let's go on then.
Dude, I'm a big fan of the Cowboy Bebop. Unfortunately, I was not around playing Overwatch as frequently as I am now to have been, you know, have access to them, the skins. But man, I wouldn't say I'm a big Cowboy Bebop fan, but I am a fan. I watched the live action and I was really interested in it. I was sad when I found out they canceled it, but it's just how it goes, I guess. How the cookie crumbles.
The Avatar.
All shall suffer.
I have goosebumps.
Holy! The glorious Hunt to the Duck smuggling comes to an end! 2024 World Champions! More hits!
Overwatch 2 Classic!
We got the 5!
Classic!
We got the 5 there!
You should try my meatballs.
When I first saw that, I thought that was gonna be a kind of fucking, what do you call it? Spoil it here for a bit, but I thought this was gonna be a just from the second that I got a glimpse from it, I thought it was gonna be a Echo skin, and later on we find out it's not just a skin.
Welcome to the Overwatch 2 Spotlight. We've always strived to be the best competitive, team-based hero shooter. This past year alone, we made huge updates to our competitive systems, including matchmaking, balance updates, roll queue times, and new features, all in service of constantly improving and evolving this game. To continue in that goal, we aim to innovate by creating new experiences for the more than 100 million players that have joined us since we launched in 2016. New experiences.
I've been playing since, well, because I like to say I'm an OG for Overwatch, but realistically I don't think I can, because I played on console in 2017, and I got Game of the Year edition disc. And it wasn't even my brother bought it, but we were sharing our PS4, and then that's when I first fell in love with Overwatch. And this is why personally I was so excited for this spotlight, because I don't want this game to die. You know, people come into chat or my comments and my posts and shit, and they start talking about like, oh, dead game, or who even plays Overwatch anymore. I play Overwatch. I love Overwatch. Right? That's not to say that Overwatch is perfect, right? But I do feel like Overwatch is a really good game, and I definitely feel that they're what they can fix, they should fix. But again, I can't go into depth on that because I don't personally have the intellect to describe what is wrong with the game. I just play fun, and I want to be able to give a more in-depth analytical commentary on it, and I feel and I hope that over time I will be able to do that. That's kind of what I'm striving for. But this is just the beginning, and yeah, I've been playing since 2017 when I got Game of the Year edition, and after that I stopped playing for a couple years, and I recently came back literally last year, I believe, or 2023 I might have come back to play frequently, but here I am making content now, and it's actually been really fun. One of my most recent posts didn't do too well, because I feel like because it was me talking, it was a voiceover kind of, and I was just describing how like what I was doing wrong or what I felt I was doing wrong, and I just wanted to point out how this content creation thing has actually really helped me. Yeah, I just wanted to point out how content creation has helped me learn and improve in my gameplay.
New metas, new modes, new events, new heroes, just new ways to have fun. And 2025 is going to be another big year for us. Not only are we expanding this brilliant global community with a return to China in Season 15, but the overall key focus for us this year is how we can evolve what it means to play an Overwatch game. There's so many things coming to Overwatch 2 this year that we can't even fit it all into this spotlight. So, over the next 30 to 40 minutes, we're really excited to show you many of the things, but definitely not all, that we are planning for the first half of this year. First up, the biggest change since Overwatch launched, your favorite heroes are about to get a whole lot more heroic with perks. Perks are here to completely redefine your strategy and how you play your favorite heroes. Think of them as hero-specific bonuses that level up your gameplay and not just your hero. This means you can customize how you play in a match like never before. It's like giving your favorite heroes a little extra oomph. Overwatch 2 is about to evolve in a way you've never seen before. After that,
That's gonna be really fun. I saw some of the creators, some of the streamers kind of showcase what those what the currently available to them perks were, and some of them seem pretty fun. Some of them seem like they're gonna be annoying, especially for like the lower ranks, where specifically in the regard of aim, it's not great. um, but they look interesting. I don't think they show them here too well, um, but it'll be interesting. There'll be an added layer of strategy, like they say in this video.
we'll go into how we're starting the 2025 competitive year with a full reset and new competitive rewards, including the new competitive.
My personal feelings on rank reset, I don't really care. However, I have struggled in the past to get out of bronze. I mean, now again, I'm silver. We don't talk about my support rank, but what do you call it? I think someone once said to me that you're in the rank that you deserve, and initially I didn't know how to feel about that because I felt like I could have done a lot better. But obviously with this content creation thing again, as I reiterate, I have grown a lot in my playstyle, and yeah, I feel like I'm definitely where I deserve to be. I think when I was in bronze, when I was told that, I definitely deserve to be in bronze, and right now I do feel like I deserve to be in silver, because I have gotten better, but it's not to the extent where I can be like, well, I should be in plat right now, right? It's more so I'm able to identify my mistakes and learn from them, and I think that's actually been really fun, and I think this rank reset might help me come more to terms with that whole idea of you're in the rank that you deserve. And we'll see how fast I can rank up, or if I even rank up at all. Who knows?
Weapon when Season 15 launches. We will also showcase some new mythic skins, game modes, and of course, upcoming heroes. Plus, some improvements to how you are rewarded for your playtime, including the return of a system from Overwatch 1 that we've received a ton of requests for, so keep that feedback coming. We'll also share what's going on with esports, including how it's expanding with the reintroduction of Overwatch into China. Of course, some info on Overwatch Classic, as well as 6v6, and hopefully a few surprises mixed in as well.
I'm curious what allowed
We
them to come back
know
to
what
China.
this universe means to all of you, and our team is driven by the idea of working together with all of you in this wonderful community. Developing the best version of this universe for years and years to come is what truly matters. We're so thankful that you're all on this journey with us. And there's so much to tell you about that you're gonna want to stick around.
It is time to celebrate the glory of battle.
I thought this was going to be a feature, this whole broadcaster thing, but it's just part of the entertaining aspect of this fun.
Competition, determination, and the move! Ah, what a shot! Again! Finally, a worthy title!
That's an
From the ashes, rise again! It is not about standing atop the mountain. It is the climb!
any for that matter. I'm not a fan of the current drive, but it's not bad.
Yes, I too own one of the weapons. It is there. Just don't face me right now.
Again, I saw some of the streamers showcasing them, and it's one of those, I don't know how to describe it, but it's one of those skins where like if as you move the weapon, the it's kind of interactive, I guess you could say, in the sense that like I really don't know how to describe it. It just reminds me of like Chowder and that cartoon art style.
How could you not win with such an advantage?
That was tough. Definitely give you a fun first. Okay, again.
Those of you are superior and
That one I'm actually excited to try.
my armored fingers are crossed. Yes, that's what I had hoped for. This
Oh, look like
spoils
it's
the
back,
victory.
right?
Continue.
I wonder how they're gonna make it work. I'm really curious actually.
Memories.
Because then how are the fate skins gonna, you know? I saw the Zenyatta mythic skin. It's actually really tight.
Energy.
I don't know if I'll get it because I'm gonna play
Warrior's
Zenyatta.
greatest weapon is patience.
They really pop up with that.
Be present in the moment.
I don't like that final stage.
I will achieve my vision.
New Venture skin.
Arrows fly true.
New Hanzo skin. I'm gonna get that. Of course they get Kirito skin.
To win is great.
Two skins. Two Kirito
Winning
skins.
style is even greater.
Ooh, that Winter skin.
Such a masterful display. Play it again. I will rewatch this one 2 more times.
Honor and glory. I'm excited for the next season. I think this is where they go more in depth on what the perks are, or how they're gonna work. Yeah.
Time to talk about something big. Introducing perks. This is the most significant innovation to core gameplay since Overwatch launched in 2016. This is more than just an update. It's a radical shift
I did
in
know
how
a
you
lot of people were talking about how we're getting excited over stuff that they had either initially promised or had happened to take out with the Overwatch 2 launch. Regardless, I think, because at the end of the day, not everyone's gonna be happy. Personally, I am really happy with this, but that's just me, I guess.
experience gameplay. Perks are upgrades to your hero's kit that unlock during the game. They provide
Oh,
an
yeah,
additional
Shield
strategic
combat.
layer, allowing you to alter your playstyle and adapt to situations. Throughout the match, you'll level up your hero 2 times, unlocking 1 minor perk and 1 major perk. The first time you level up, you'll get a choice between 2 minor perks. We positioned minor perks as lighter upgrades. They're like a little boost to warm you up, from cooldown reductions to small passives that keep things balanced but exciting. Once you hit your major perk level, you'll get to choose between 2 powerful upgrades. And you fine-tune your playstyle for the rest of the match. Major perks are gameplay-shifting additions to your hero's kit, changing your core loop and redefining what your hero is capable of. Let's look at an example now with Orisa. When you level up Orisa to level 2, your minor perk choice will be between heat reduction on your primary fire or the ability to briefly take burst damage with Fortify. Are you facing down a Junkrat and want to be able to survive his tire? The upgrade to Fortify might be a great choice. The fun really gets going when you get to your major perk at level 3. Here, Orisa gets the choice between a higher impact energy javelin or swapping out her javelin spin for a protective barrier. Here's another example of what you can expect with major perks with Torbjorn. For Torb's major perk options, you get to choose between 2 wild upgrades.
Because I saw that, I think it was J3 who was showcasing it, and I guess you put down the barrier, and in the time that it takes for it to go away, you have a 2-second cooldown basically to deploy another one. Versus with the shield, the javelin spin, you have, I don't know what the cooldown time on that is, but with the javelin spin, it lasts what it lasts, and then it gives you a cooldown for like 8 seconds until you can reuse it. So I think everyone's gonna want to use the protective barrier.
Here's another example of what you can expect with major perks with Torbjorn. For Torb's major perk options, you get to choose between 2 wild upgrades for your turrets. The first perk option is allowing you to upgrade your turret to level 3 when activating Overload, drastically shifting your turret's threat level as it rips through enemies. The second perk option is if you're feeling a little cheeky, upgrading your turret to now stick on walls. With this added flexibility, upgrading your turret to now second perk option, drastically shifting your turret's threat level as it rips through enemies. The second perk option is if you're feeling a little cheeky, upgrading your turret to now stick on walls. With this added flexibility, Torbjorn can take different angles and even surprise opponents with sneaky turret placement. Finally, let's round it out with Ana. Ana's first major perk choice upgrades her sharpshooting capabilities, allowing her to headshot enemies. Be careful, Widowmaker, you might lose this sniper duel. Then, if you're playing Ana and having a hard time getting dove on, you might want Ana's second major perk option. Give yourself nano boost when it's activated on an ally. Now that's a way to turn a fight. When designing perks, we wanted to expand and elevate what your heroes are capable of. We are looking for a system that we can layer on top of your normal Overwatch gameplay and offer choice from match to match. We plan on adjusting perks on a regular cadence with bigger system refreshes happening in the middle of the year. Every choice you make with perks will impact the battlefield, offering new opportunities to outplay enemies and support your team. You'll get to experience the next era of Overwatch 2 when Season 15 launches.
It's awesome to see the passion and dedication this community brings to the game every day. Honestly, it's what keeps us hyped to bring you more. Today, we're so happy to share some exciting new features when the 2025 competitive year begins during Season 15, a season that will shake things up by making the game more strategic and further improving our competitive systems. Last year during Season 9, we introduced a major rework to our competitive system, as well as the addition of new hero passives that refresh the core gameplay of Overwatch. As we enter the first season of 2025, this is the perfect chance for the team to shake things up once again. For such a big season, it just feels logical to start with a big bang, our galactic weapons. In response to your feedback about competitive rewards, we worked hard to make this year's weapon variant out of this world. We developed new tech to support applying this type of complex material to weapons. We want you to feel like you have the power of the stars in the palm of your hand. And hey, we're also making climbing the ladder even more charming. At Platinum and above, you'll now get exclusive weapon charms alongside the existing titles. We'll start tracking your rank for this during Season 15 and hand out these rewards for the first time in Season 16. Now you'll be flexing your rank in any mode by rocking these battle-ready cosmetics with pride. We're also excited to report that we're bringing rank icons back to the hero portraits while you're in competitive play. We'd like to do more of this sort of thing in the future, but for now, this will give players that want to show off their skill by sharing their gameplay an easier way to do that. Now, Season 15's rank reset. We've tuned our ranks again, and we're confident you can reach new heights that show off your true skill, whether you've been away for a while or you've been grinding up until the last minute in some questionable end-of-season matches. Most importantly, we think these soft resets work best when we're introducing big new features that change what it means to be skilled at the game. I'm happy to announce that hero bans are officially coming to the game. We know you've been asking for this feature, and we're looking forward to building our take on it. Don't worry, no pools or cats and pools are involved.
I think they, because he was Aaron Keller was talking to Flats, and I think it kind of slipped out. But I guess I think they're gonna implement hero bans all across the board, down from bronze 5 to top 500 or whatever the highest rank might be. I wouldn't know because I'm not there, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see, especially because I think Flats mentioned it, where the lower ranks are definitely gonna want to emulate the higher rank bans, but they're not gonna understand why they're banning said characters. So I don't know. I think it's a good idea that they're putting it all across the board. I just don't know how hero bans work. So it's gonna be an exciting new feature for me to check out, because I don't play Marvel Rivals like that, and I definitely don't have the rank for hero bans to be available to me in Marvel Rivals, but we'll see.
We want a system that punches up at the strong or frustrating heroes without punching down at weaker niche picks. We also want a system that's very fast, that gives you nuanced control over outcomes, and that we can tweak based on your feedback. As you've seen, we're building a lot of new features. And speaking of buildings, what if you had more control over which of our buildings you spend your time in? We're happy to announce that map voting will be coming to the game after hero bans. Both hero bans and map voting are exclusive to competitive play. One of the other changes I'm particularly excited about is a quality of life update I wanted to build since my first day on the job. When I joined the team, I was challenged to list the top 10 things I wanted to work on. Back then, we chose the ping system from that list, but today we're building my number 1, and that's improved hero information. In a game about mastery like ours, equipping players with the knowledge they need to improve is one of the most useful services we can provide as developers. That's why we're adding detailed stats to the hero information screen that show damage, cooldowns, ranges, and perks. Of course, Season 15 isn't just about competitive cosmetic updates. We're also tweaking stuff behind the scenes, think shot bundles, and better ways to snag those jaw-dropping cosmetics. Season 15 is the return of loot boxes.
This part, I think everyone
You heard that
misses
right. Loot
but I
boxes
do
are
know
making a
that
comeback.
part.
We're keeping it fun while being transparent about what's inside and the rate of various drops from opening each box. Oh, and guess what? They'll be available in the free track of the Battle Pass. And of course, they'll also be in the weekly rewards where you can get loot boxes for just playing. There are plenty of ways to earn them. We're really excited for the changes we've made to bringing these back,
Making them
and hope you are too.
available is actually a good idea. Versus like having to buy them, of course. Which I wouldn't
I'm really
expect
excited to join you
have
today
that
to
as
speak
an
about what you can
option.
expect from events this year. One of the biggest ways the team has been exploring new ways to play Overwatch 2 is through 6v6 tests. This is something players have been asking about since we launched Overwatch 2 with 5v5, and Aaron has written a few extensive blogs on why the team made this switch. Things like pick rates, tank queue times, match stalemates, matches going on too long, sometimes made Overwatch feel like more of a slog than the fun it should have been. We want to find the absolute best way to make 6v6 with those concerns in mind. These limited time events are our way to really test how 6v6 in Overwatch 2 could work in the most fun, compelling ways possible when trying to address the various issues it used to face. This was a really great experiment for us, and we thank everyone that took part, jumped into the matches, and shared your feedback. We're still sifting through all of the in-game data, along with the mountain of feedback the team received across social media, forums, emails, and carrier pigeons. So look for an update on some key learnings in the coming weeks. Moving forward, we're going to be doing more of these, and in Season 15, we're pleased to announce 6v6 is getting its own competitive queue. This will be an open queue, but with a max of 2 tanks per team. Not all of our events are just purely to experiment and to try and test out new features. We're also running events because, let's be honest, they're simply fun. Obviously, we have to bring back the modes and events that everyone loves. In addition to the current return of Lunar New Year, we're bringing back April Fools. You'll hit the beach in Summer Games, and of course, Faithful Horrors of Dr. Junkenstein this Halloween. Outside of those annual events, one of the most fun limited time modes we've worked on in a while has to be Overwatch Classic. This was a labor of love for those of us who have been immersed in this universe for almost 10 years. We started in November with the Overwatch 1 launch day patch. 21 heroes, original abilities, no hero limits or role locks. Then in January, we rolled out with the September 2017 Moth meta patch, introducing the original versions of Ana, Sombra, Orisa, and Doomfist. But you can't do Overwatch Classic without the most notorious of Overwatch 1 periods. So coming in Season 15, we are bringing you Overwatch Classic Goats. This was a ridiculously glorious time to play. You had 3 tanks and 3 supports dominating lineups. These won't be matches you'll go into thinking the key headshot or flanking play will make a difference. Goats meta is a head-to-head battle, testing which team can be the most thoughtful and strategic in setting up the best combination of plays, the best use of dual heals, and of course, dual ults. Communication will be key when jumping back to 2019 to see if you have it in you to be the GOAT.
Today, we introduce an exciting new hero to our lineup. Meet Freya. Codenamed Windasher, she's the latest addition to Overwatch's roster, poised to help you elevate your game. Freya hails from the land of Denmark, where the winters are cold and apparently the bounty hunters are even colder. Freya was once Overwatch's most renowned search and rescue operative, dedicated to saving lives. But when Overwatch disbanded, she put her skills towards a new purpose, bounty hunting. Now she'll hunt down any target for the right price. Freya is a hero with a unique arsenal at her fingertips. Armed with an explosive crossbow and a cape that gives her serious airtime, Freya doesn't play by the rules. We think you'll love the new dynamic she brings to Overwatch. Whether you're the type to strategize, hit the ground running, or hover above it, she's got something for everyone. Test your foes with her explosive flare, or wrap them up like a gift with her Ebola. And if someone tries to flee, well, as Freya says, run or hide, it won't matter in the end. Freya's kit doesn't just aim to control the battlefield, it aims to own it. Unload a flurry of rapid-fire bolts with her red draw crossbow to keep the pressure on your enemies. Slow it down with take aim to line up the perfect shot and fire a high-speed explosive bolt that will turn your targets into fireworks. Quick dash in any direction to reload your explosive bolt and leave your enemies in the dust. Launch yourself sky high with an updraft of wind and catch those rooftop campers or get a bird's eye view before you strike. And finally, snag an enemy with a Ebola shot. Wrap them up and pull in their unlucky teammates for the ultimate combo play. For those of you who love a challenge, Freya is going to test your skills like never before. Recognized internally as being one of the highest skill heroes in the game, Freya's kit demands precision and a steady, long-range aim. Whether you want to dominate the battlefield or just float on the breeze, she's going to be the right bounty hunter to hire. Now that we've shown you Freya, you probably want to know who the Season 18 hero will be. I think it's fitting to give you a sneak peek at Hero 44. Codenamed Aqua, this Chinese water wielder has one of the most unique ability sets that we've ever developed. You'll learn more about him later this year, and has one of the most unique ability sets that we've ever developed.
Yeah, I think I saw a lot of the devs, like when they were talking to the streamers on stream, they were saying that the like the shooting mechanics or you know like the abilities are some of the most unique that they've had. I'm actually really excited to see. Like I'm excited for most of this shit too. Realistically, like I don't think I dislike any of what they announced. Again, I know people were saying that some of the stuff that they're bringing back are them bringing it back and not really new stuff. But I personally am just excited. I was excited for all of this.
You'll learn more about him later this year. And before then, get ready for the Freya hero trial coming later in Season 15. Keep following the Overwatch 2 team on social media and our website.
Oh, I guess
Release more
to the very beginning of Season 15.
hero comics and continue to share regular updates on balance changes for all of your favorite heroes.
Season 16 is launching in April and is going to be another massive season. In addition to a new hero, theme, and some fun events, we have something extra special that has been in the works for a long time. Welcome to Stadium, the ultimate battleground for strategy, teamwork, and hero evolution. Stadium is the biggest game mode we've made since Overwatch 1 was first released in 2016. TLDR, this mode is awesome. It's Overwatch gameplay like you've never seen before. Fast-paced rounds, nail-biting 5v5 matches, and a best-of-7 system designed to push every player's limits. This is the arena where you don't just outplay the enemy, you outthink and outbuild them too. Here's the twist. Mods. Each round, you'll earn coins based on how you and your team perform. Use these to unlock and customize abilities for your hero. Choose from mods that boost survivability, like extra armor, amplify attacks with shorter cooldowns, or even add game-changing abilities. Stadium is packed with transformative powers and strategic encounters that enhance the hero fantasy well beyond anything we've released. This also includes the option to choose how you play in either a first-person or an entirely new third-person perspective from which to see more of the battlefield and your modifications in action.
I don't care about Marvel Rivals when it comes like.
To go into detail and really showcase what Stadium is all about, I'm thrilled to introduce Dylan Snyder and, of course, the one and only Dion Rogers.
What's up, Aaron? Thank you so much, Aaron. Wow, this is crazy. Can you believe we're in Watch Points of Brawl? Yes, let's talk strategy. Picture this, Reaper flying, like literally flying, I'm serious, through the air to take down a pesky diva, or or Mercy
Flying.
enchanting a
Flying
teammate to
person's
auto-res
so
on death.
annoying.
The choice is totally yours, so build wisely. What works as an edge in one round might be the difference maker in the next. You'll be upgrading your hero until they're so powerful that Aaron has no choice but to make you the game director. You become a walking fortress by going all in on armor, or roast your enemy shields faster and more mercilessly than Dion roasts me every day for not knowing anything about obscure 1970s jazz. Because why not?
And visually, we've revamped everything from the ground up, creating a new user experience layout to make navigating your mods simple and fun. The fresh layout and intuitive icons transform strategy into art, giving you the arsenal to power up your hero as you progress through intense matches. Incorporating an intricate mod system, each choice you make is a step towards strategic dominance. Early in the game, you'll invest in affordable mods that lay a solid foundation for your team, giving you an immediate but modest boost. As the match heats up, you'll unlock access to more expensive and oh-so-satisfying mods that pack a serious punch, turning the tide in your favor. Each power-up is complemented by incredible visual.
Let's take a look at these real quick. Critical Meta Blast. Meta Blaster can now deal critical hits to both allies and enemies. Okay. Stinger deals 10 ability power damage to enemies over 1 second. Does not stack. Extra torpedo, gain 1 extra charges of holster torpedoes. Medicinal missiles applying. Apply a healing boost for 3 seconds and heals for an extra 30. Excuse me. Recharging torpedoes. Cooldown is reduced by 1 second for each target hit. Oh, that one sounds fun. Burst booster. Becomes 2 short burst booster. What the fuck? Becomes 2 short burst booster charges. Cannot cancel. Okay. Torpedo glide. Every 50 damage dealt during glide boost reduces pulsar torpedoes cooldown by 1 second. These sound really interesting. I want to test out the recharging torpedoes. That one definitely sounds like it's going to be a good one.
Effects, dynamically interacting with your actions to maximize the awesome feel of impact and intensity.
Oh,
You'll
I
have
didn't read
complete
that
control of awesome feel.
Stellar Focus follows Juno's location. So Orbital Ray follows Juno's location, and its duration is increased by 25%. But that one might be like the one to go for. Yeah.
Feel
So.
of impact and intensity. You'll have complete
I bet it'll
control
be expensive
of
to
your
mention
currency,
currency.
so how and when you spend could be the key to victory. It's all about crafting the best version of your hero at the right moment.
In addition to mods you can buy, you'll also unlock even more powerful traits that won't cost you anything. Traits are meant to be defining aspects of your play expression, so we're making sure that they feel.
Okay, so they got the little tabs up here where it's specifically for weapons, abilities, survival trait. I guess trait is one that they're describing right now, right? And starter builds might be something like presets, I guess, like little templates maybe.
Anything. Traits are meant to be defining aspects of your play expression, so we're making sure that they feel appropriately transformative. You may remember us teasing some of these in events like Trials of Sanctuary or Junkenstein's Laboratory. As Reinhardt, you can focus on improving your barrier, taking away the movement penalty while it's raised, and allowing him to activate it while charging. As Soldier 76, become a utility healer for your team while improving your biotic field by increasing its range, attaching it to yourself, and buffing the attack speed of allies that stand in its radius.
I think this is going to be really annoying because they're basically making DPS supports and supports DPS, and that is something that like J3 did mention. I mean, I'm sure it'll be interesting. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm definitely excited for all these changes and additions, and I'm just excited for Overwatch to be as successful as it once was. It'll always have detractors and haters and people who dislike it or prefer the other game, right? But I don't know. Again, I'm excited.
Or as Kiriko, embrace your true nature as a dive DPS by improving your health and damage resistance while gaining the ability to teleport to allies.
If they're gonna do that, they should at least increase their hitbox, right? I'm not tripping. Would anyone else agree?
And enemies.
With 7 rounds, Stadium features a variety of maps and game modes. There will be a mix of modified versions of existing maps, such as a quicker Hanaoka Clash round, as well as new push maps with final artwork to be unveiled in the coming months.
Stadium launches in Season 16, and we see it as more than just a new mode.
I think they kind of give a sneak peek to 2 maps, so I think they may show that later on.
It's a long-term evolution. Each season will bring updates, new heroes, and possibly even alternate modes, like Payload Race or Paintball.
Payload
and
Race sounds
while
fun.
this mode is already
Paintball
big,
sounds
it's just the beginning of empowering you to build the best hero you can.
Will
When
we
sorry, let me figure out how to win this. I know a couple streamers have mentioned, like a lot of people have mentioned how the PvP thing, PvE, is a big deal. That it's not around, right? Because that was like the main reason why Overwatch 2 is. But I have seen people talk about how they could just release to the people what they do have, and let people use the workshop in order to use that stuff. And I think that's a really good idea. I think that would be a really good way to push forward Overwatch and to help people feel more appreciated by the developers and by Blizzard. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if that is because they do mention that at the beginning Aaron did say this isn't going to be everything. There's going to be a lot. It's not going to be everything that we plan on doing, and I hope that the workshop. It's not something I could do. I don't think I could personally go into workshop and make a game mode or some shit, but I would be more than happy, especially as a content creator. I mean, that's going to be content to create, right? I really hope that they do at some point open something up like that, where they do make stuff more available in the make more stuff available in the workshop for game mode creators and whatnot.
keep a close eye on your feedback and continue to find ways to evolve this mode into the biggest and best it could be?
We're planning to kick things off with 14 core heroes, carefully selected to ensure balance and competitive play, with more heroes being regularly added over time, which will allow you to keep working each season on what is the best hero build to help you win.
There will also be additional maps, modes, and features regularly added over time.
Wait.
There'll be
Working competitive play, with more heroes being regularly added over time, which will allow you to keep working each season.
So this is a left side POV for is it going to give you an option to choose between right side or left side? That's interesting. Third person view. That's interesting. Maybe it's I don't know. No, that's weird. I wonder how they'll make that work.
On what is the best hero build to help you win.
There will also be additional maps, modes, and features regularly added over time, keeping things fresh and competitive.
Stay tuned as we reveal more details in the coming months. Stadium isn't just a new way to play, it's a new way to dominate. Get ready to strategize, customize, and rise. Season 16 is just around the corner. See you there.
See you there.
So I guess Stadium is coming to season 16? Is that what I'm supposed to understand from that?
We have some stunning cosmetics lined up, and I'm thrilled to brag about my team's hard work. Earlier today, we saw a brief glimpse of Season 15, but let's dive a bit deeper. Our Season 15 mythic skin is for Zenyatta. Zenyatta will have heavenly visual effects and sound effects to complement his godly ascension.
That one.
Our concept artist jumped on this one. She was really inspired by the Golden Dragon Pichu, and the team rallied to make sure that we brought her vision to life in a way that felt specific and authentic. Our 5th mythic weapon is for Widowmaker, coming out at Season 15 mid-cycle. We wanted something that truly embodied Widowmaker's hero fantasy, and our concept artist took that literally. I don't have favorites, but if I did, the theme for our Season 16 mythics is very near and dear to my heart. The team has been waiting forever to put our spin on the beloved Maho Shoujo genre. I'm so excited to introduce Dokiwatch, which pits the heroes of heart against the hollow hearts.
These are cool.
Dokiwatch retains core elements of the magical girl aesthetic and blends them with the sleek technology of Overwatch. Our heroes' Magitech weapons are empowered by their animal familiars' sleek technology of Overwatch.
I can only assume because it's going with the crossbow, right? So that's going to be for Freya. So I'm definitely buying that. I think these next couple seasons are definitely going to be a bit more impactful to the wallet, if you know what I mean. Our heroes' Magitech weapons are empowered by their animal familiars to fight against the hollow hearts and their looming threat of woe. Tiny sharks, a fox, a cat, and even mischievous bunnies are ready to fight by your side. They're cute, they're fierce, and they'll make your heart doki doki. When it was time to pick the leader of the Heroes of Heart, the choice was obvious. Mars' favorite daughter gets a splash of pink in her mythic skin. Juno's radiance spreads hope wherever she goes, making her extremely powerful in the fight against woe. Juno's radiance spreads obvious. Mars' doki. When it was time to pick the leader of the Heroes of Heart, the choice was obvious. Mars' favorite daughter gets a splash of pink in her mythic skin. Juno's radiance spreads hope wherever she goes, making her extremely powerful in the fight against woe. Her skin features her magical shark companions, Deimos and Phobos, named for the moons of Mars. Personally, I'm partial to the pastel yellow Doki princess, but villain enthusiasts will love her corrupted evil look too. But don't worry, Mercy mains, I've got you covered. She's getting the Season 16 mythic weapon. At mid-season, the ridiculously cute. Getting the season. Oh my god. I don't think I'll get it because I don't play Mercy ever at all. But it's a really nice design. I think they cooked with a lot of this shit. So I hope again they stay true to their word with a lot of this stuff, and I hope it goes well. I hope they're able to make it work. But yeah, skins are definitely gonna be good for them.
Elios joins the fight. I'm not gonna say much because I think the concept really speaks for itself. He's just a little guy. Since Overwatch 2 was released, players have been asking for a mythic for this hero. She's a little bit of extra work for my team specifically, but it was time to make it happen. Our Season 17 mythic skin is for Diva. We hope she lives up to your expectations. For her mythic, Diva will take on the spiritual aura of South Korea's national animal, the Siberian tiger. She'll have customizable hairstyles on the pilot, as well as a pink and an Empire Red colorway, so you can style her however you want. Season 17 will also feature Reaper's mythic weapon, designed to capture the allure of corruption. We asked our
So Zenyatta's getting Season 15 mythic skin. Widow's getting Season 15. What do you call it? Season 15 weapon mythic. And did she say it's 16 that's getting Mercy?
16 mythic weapon. At mid-season really speaks for myth. Our Season 17 mythic skin is
so Diva's getting
for Diva. We hope she lives up to your expectations. For her mythic, Diva.
Okay. So Widow, weapon mythic in 15. Zenyatta, skin mythic 15. Mercy, weapon mythic 16. And then Diva, skin mythic 17, and Reaper, weapon mythic in 17. So who's getting the is it this one?
Heroes of Heart, the choice here, a cat, and even mischievous bunnies are ready to fight by your side. They're cute, they're fierce, and they'll make your heart doki doki. When it was time to pick the leader of the Heroes of Heart, the choice was obvious. Mars' favorite daughter gets a splash of pink in her mythic skin. Juno's radiance spreads hope wherever her magical to the don't worry, the ridiculous for this hero. She's a little bit of extra work for my team specifically, but it was time to make it happen. Our Season 17 mythic skin is for Diva. We hope she lives up to your expectations. For her mythic, Diva will take on the spiritual aura of South Korea's national animal, the Siberian tiger. She'll have customizable hairstyles on the pilot, as well as a pink and an Empire Red colorway, so you can style her however you want. Season 17 will also feature Reaper's mythic weapon, designed to capture the allure of corruption. We asked our concept artist to make something edgy, and he really did deliver. With distinct weapons for each hand, they reflect Reaper's duality, his descent from beloved Overwatch commander to feared talent agent. Oh, and one last thing. While we aren't quite ready to reveal them yet, throughout the upcoming year, we have some very exciting collaborations. But there's one coming in Season 15 that me and my girlies can give a slight reveal to.
Is it Let's Seraphim again?
Hello, beyond the Seraphim.
We're so excited to announce our second collaboration with Overwatch 2! Woo! There will be brand new in-game skins and cosmetics coming this March. We can't wait to reveal all the
Wait, is it true? Are the memes real? Does every K-pop group have like one person who speaks English without an accent? Is that true?
details, so stay tuned for more information. See you all in-game soon! Bye!
Hi gamers, this is Bailey from the Overwatch esports team. Something new is always coming to Overwatch, and Overwatch esports is no different. We've tweaked our competitive formats a bit to provide you all the things that you actually care about. More things to play in, more matches to watch, more coverage of your favorite players, drops to earn, and some awesome dynamic gameplay through the addition of hero bands, which we've never done before. We just wrapped up our inaugural 2024 season at DreamHack Stockholm this November, where Team Falcons from OWCS Korea took home the win. We're really excited for the future of OWCS. to provide the most accessible competitive environment that we have ever had. Want to know, though, how the OWCS is getting even better in 2025? We're going from 2 to 3 stages and live events, bringing you 3 events across the world to even more players. We're doubling the gameplay that we're providing and the number of broadcasts. We're introducing Face It Leaks to our ecosystem and integrating it directly into OWCS, making it easier to follow and providing more chances to compete and have some fun with your friends. Additionally, we're adding a new tournament phase of competition through a promotion relegation tournament, allowing more chances to qualify and new exciting stakes to your matches. On top of that, we're introducing a team partner program, bringing some iconic esports brands to OWCS across our different regions. We'll be supporting a bunch of in-game items that you can purchase so you can rep your favorite team, and the proceeds go directly to support those teams and players. This year, we are also welcoming a few new regions to OWCS. We know how incredibly passionate our players in China and Australia are for esports. With the return of Overwatch 2 to China, we're excited to welcome those players to OWCS with their own dedicated region to compete in. And our players in Australia are going to be joining the Pacific sub-region in OWCS Asia. We've introduced rank-based divisions to Face It and calling out heroes that just make matches
I mean, that doesn't affect me. I play North America. But does that mean that the Aussies are going to be, the Aussie servers are going to be playing with the, what do you say, East Asian?
Fair, competitive, and fun. The OWCS 2025 season is kicking off right now. Head to our channels or website to find the schedule so that you don't miss a single match. Then you can tune in to earn some awesome viewership rewards, sharing your favorite players and teams, or learn a thing or two about your favorite hero. We hope to see you there.
Getting to be a part of this amazing team of brilliant developers, artists, engineers, and more, as we've evolved Overwatch together with all of you, has been one of the highlights of my career. We are so excited about all that has been shown today. But
what if they do a Dragon Ball collab this season? Who do you think should get the skins? I mean, you gotta have Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan, maybe? I guess if you have Trunks, you have to have Goten, right? Who else? Bulma? Chi-Chi? I don't think Chi-Chi would get a skin. I don't think they would make a Chi-Chi skin. Oh, they, what's his name? Krillin. Give Zenyatta a Krillin skin.
We didn't even touch on so many more great updates coming your way. Throughout the rest of this year, we are going to roll out numerous quality of life changes, such as map voting, and as Gavin mentioned, hero bans. We also didn't even touch on what is one of the most impactful changes coming later this year, more map reworks. There will be reworks of both original Flashpoint maps, Suravasa, and New Junk City. We also are working on major reworks to another batch of classic...
Which one's Suravasa? Sounds familiar, but is it the one with all the trees and shit? I think so. It's a good map, I think. I like it. I don't know about New York City, though.
Maps, so you have to stay tuned as we share those details. And that's not even all for maps. A new Atlantic Arcology map is also coming to the game. And a new Tokyo map. We have so much planned to share with you throughout the year. More details, more content, more ways to experience Overwatch. It is our goal to keep exploring and delivering new fun ways to play Overwatch than we've ever done before. I cannot wait to show you what this team has been working on. Thank you for the hours and hours of dedication you all give to this game. We are thrilled to keep working with you through feedback and engagement on growing what we do to improve Overwatch 2. I hope you all have a fantastic time when these changes start rolling out in just a few weeks with Season 15. Now let's go make a great game.
Yeah, this was very interesting to say the least. I'm again for the 1,000th time, I'm really excited to see how the Overwatch devs move forward with the game, and whether people will come back or not. Personally, I don't care. Actually, that's not true. I can't say I don't care because with people coming back, that definitely opens up for more criticism in terms of like more ideas of what could go or what could make the game better. But overall, I'm just excited to see how the game goes and moves forward. I'm excited. But that's gonna be it for me today. You guys have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I suck.